Nothing on the drama that we've... And there's the bell to start round one. He fails to score with that left hook. Takes that jab. And this is with that jab. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little touch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Blocks the uppercut. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
Sluggers will hit anything and everything. Your head, your ear, your elbow, your rib.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Be the first one to get clipped. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Through the hook, didn't land. He's got to find a way to get around that reach advantage.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Exchanges from both men in this round. And he misses with that jab. Both men step back for just a moment. Oh, and he caught him with a stiff jab. See if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Because that's so big, because they can push, because...
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Which fighter's going to get caught first? Parries away that left hook. He blocks the hook. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain.
exchanges from both men in this round. Who scores with that right uppercut? Oh, that left hook hurt him. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Who will be buzzed first? Back to life now, starting to land some punches. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Exchanges from both men in this round. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Nice punch. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Who's going to be the first one to get buzzed? To that jab. Got him with a left jab. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He caught him there with a left hook. Defense to block the hook. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. For a certain amount of punches per round, because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again in the fight.
Bruno seeing cobwebs, and that'll do it as Bruno goes to the canvas. Here we go in the 6th round. Both men step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Why aren't they defending? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Left punch. No doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be real.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. This fighter's going to get clipped first. Absorb that hook. He didn't take that jab well at all. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That left hook doesn't find its target. And they figure out the combination to this safe. Caught him with a left hook. He just misses with that jab. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Oh, and he caught him there with a right hook. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Can you believe this? Alexander Usyk is on the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
reset. And the big cat goes down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Caught him with a left hook. We both know who the bigger power. We've never seen Alexander Usyk hurt like this before. And we enter the ninth. Men step back for just a moment. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it.